Welcome, everybody. Again, this is Leslie Robert Wolfe with Whale of an Idea. And today we've got a show that's a little bit uniquely different. Let's just say that you had a product, service, business model, new invention, whatever the case may be, and maybe you had a thought that it would do really good if it could be sold through network marketing, or better yet, starting a network marketing company. And today our guest is Donna Marie. Donna, you're there, right?
Yes, I'm right here.
Very good. And she has an organization called Direct Selling Solutions, and her link to her website is right above the video. So, Donna, let's just say I've got a product or service, and I believe that, hey, I could make a lot of money or move a lot of product through network marketing. Where do I go from there?
Well, that's an interesting question. You know, so many people come to me with products that they think will do well in the network marketing arena. And there's a couple of significant things we look at before we say, yes, that it's a go. The first thing we look at are the margins. How much profit is in this product? Because in order to sustain a direct selling compensation plan, you need a large enough margin to actually sustain it. So usually we look at a 5-time markup as the minimum, maybe 6, maybe 7, but 10 would be phenomenal. Now jewelry pretty much has a high markup like that on the margins. And some pills and potions do as well. Maybe a vitamin costs $1 to create that bottle. You could easily sell it for $20, $25. There's a really nice size margin in those cases. So the margin is number one. Then the second thing is the product consumable? We've seen so many companies come and go that have products that are not consumable, and the consumable product is what drives the residual income. So if I'm taking a nutraceutical or a lotion or a potion and I'm using it every single day, in a month I'm going to need to reorder. When I reorder, my sponsor would make a commission based on that sale. It's a repeat sale. You don't have to sell the person over and over again. So that's what makes a product really a great offer for a direct selling company.
Very good. How does that work? Won't it work just as good as well, possibly anyway, with somebody that might have like a membership type of thing?
Sure, you can have, it's a good question. You can have a product, a tangible product. You can have a membership, say you're paying money to belong to a group that then has access to a special website that offers them advice on whatever. So you can have a membership. You can also have services. There's quite a number of energy programs out there now. There's quite a number of legal support. You know, there's different programs out there that are service-based as well as tangible products and, services.
Very good. In the world of network marketing or MLM companies, a lot of them, they have all these different types of marketing plans. Mm-hmm. One company's got a matrix, another one an Australian, another with a binary or thereof. Is there such a thing as an overall kind of best of, or not really?
Well, if you talk to different people, you get different advice about compensation structures. When they got started, that unilevel was the good one, and the matrix came along, and that was the good one, and then the binary came along, and that was the best. But then the binary got a little heat, and people found that with the binary you have 2 legs. One leg generally runs away, and you're constantly chasing after that other leg. Another problem with the binary was that if the company that was programming the computer did not know how to program it, you could be paying out maybe 70 or 75% when maybe your goal was only to pay 45 or 50%. And the binary compensation plans actually imploded. So they brought down the company because there were no caps on the end of the compensation structure. So whether you go with a unilevel, a binary, a matrix, an Australian 2-up, a combination now you see, there's unilevels that have a binary component to them, or a binary that has a unilevel component to them. There's quite a number now. The coded bonuses are very popular today. So I wouldn't say there's any one perfect compensation plan. Really, it matters on that profit, on that margin of the product. That's what makes a really dynamic plan. If you've got a bigger margin, you've got more money in the compensation plan, you can pay out more.
What, let's just say somebody would like to, start a network marketing company. What type of expense would they be, or should they be looking at initially to get whatever they need, the software?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to vary. If they have a product that has to be manufactured, that's where the majority of the money is going to wind up. Manufacturing, housing in a warehouse, and then distribution model. So the product offering is very important to that component. It depends on how much they're going to be spending on their product. The compensation plan, sometimes people pay to have those developed. They can run anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 to come up with a proper compensation plan that would be legally within the regulatory guidelines and would be an exciting plan that would capture people. So a lot of times people will come to me with a plan already in mind, whether they invented it themselves or they want to copy someone else's, but you've got to consider for your budget the compensation plan. Then you've got to consider the legal foundation. Now, attorneys in the industry range from anywhere from $7,500 to $20,000 to $25,000. There's a big range on how much you can spend on an attorney, but the number one primary thing that you need to know about selection of the attorney is, in my opinion, it must be an MLM specialist attorney. It can't just be your brother that does probate or your brother-in-law that does divorce. It needs to be an MLM specialist. If it is not, you will spend a fortune in legal fees, and unfortunately you could have a program set up that could be contrary to the regulatory guidelines. So the legal foundation is a big part of the budget. The software solutions, as you mentioned, that's huge. That can run anywhere from $15,000 up to, I've seen them over $100,000 for big old complicated plans that are big companies that are transitioning their compensation plan to a new software program. But initially, software considerations, I'd say, $15,000 to $25,000, $30,000. Then you've got your sales representative team. You've got to build a team in order to build this company. That could cost you some money. If you're going to fly people in and entertain them and show them your program, building that team has some expense. The recognition, awards, and any benefits or incentives, contests, all of that has to be considered in your budget. You don't just come up with a whole group of people that want to sell your product. So there is some budgetary considerations for your sales representative team. The next two categories, your marketing efforts, are very important. You're going to be spending money to target customers and spending money to target opportunity seekers. That marketing effort can include a fancy website, a blog, social media. All of that costs money. So you'd have to budget for your marketing efforts. Websites, separate from the software solution, can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 based on what your website's going to do. And then your administration, your operations. I like to say you create your budget and then you double it, because you're going to have things that you never expected come up and bite you. So you really need to be generous with your budget figures and then capture enough funding to be able to cover that budget plus quite a bit. One of the biggest mistakes I see about network marketing companies that start up, they think if they start with 50 people that they're going to be huge within 6 months. They figure 50 people turns into 100, 100 turns into 200, 200 turns into 400, and in 6 months they think they're going to have 500 people. Well, that's not how it works. 50 people turn into a lot less than 50 people because of retention. So you're going to lose a greater portion of those people each and every month. So 50 people, you've got to put on another 100 to pick that back up. The next month, you've got to put on another 200. It's a growth process sometimes until the 8th, 9th, or 10th month. Then you start seeing some duplication. So your administrative costs, your marketing efforts, all of those, your software, all of those monies have got to be accounted for until you hit break even. And if that break even is 1,000 representatives, fine. Don't count on getting those in a week or a month. It takes time to build a new company. So your budget has a lot of things to consider there, Leslie.
So what you're saying is I can't start one for $78?
Well, you can start by being a participant in a network marketing program and have your own home-based business, but I don't think you can start a network marketing program for $78.
Darn. Very good. I see you've got a book. It's called
I do.
Build Big. Is that the name?
Build It Big.
Build It Big.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that about?
Well, it's actually a book that many, many people contributed to. It's 101 insider secrets from top direct selling experts. And it's got a variety of people in it that make up for a wonderful, wonderful cross-section. There's attorneys, there are marketing people, there's people that are huge in the industry in their own companies. There's just a wealth of information in the book. There's little chapters in each section. I wrote the chapter on how to select the right network marketing company, how to make that choice. And then I wrote the chapter on recognition. You know, if you consider how direct selling companies are built, recognition is the key. Mary Kay built her company on pink Cadillacs and diamond rings. It was the recognition of those women and that recognition that built that company. So Build It Big, the book, is all about how to create a sales organization that's strong. Even talks about how to build a company that's strong. I would recommend it for anyone coming into direct selling. It's very inspirational.
Oh, very good. So if they go to your website, they can get the book there?
Sure, they can call me, and I'll ship one right out to them.
Okay, and again, for people listening, her website's right above the video there. Now, you've got some type of upcoming event?
We do. We have the Direct Selling Edge Conference right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it will be on May 30th and 31st. It's a Thursday and Friday. And what that's all about is it's a bunch of very, very experienced people coming together to teach how to start a network marketing program. There's a gentleman by the name of Kevin Thompson who is one of the sponsors of the event. He's an attorney in the direct selling industry. He is personally available to answer questions, to teach several of the sections of the program. There are consultants in the industry. There's a gentleman named Jay Leisner that actually does compensation plans. He creates them. There's some other folks that will be there, from software vendors to social media experts to a gentleman by the name of Joe Kraft that actually is a CPA, and he helps set up the financial and the bookkeeping and the tracking for companies. So the event is going to be phenomenal. It is what they call superior education guaranteed, and you can go to the website directsellingedge.com to see more about the program.
Okay, so at the conference, is the conference primarily for someone who would like to start a direct selling or network marketing?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if somebody's got that product, they're just dying to start a program up, they can come to the event and actually learn more about how to do that.
Very good. And your company, directsellingsolutions.com,
mm-hmm.
What exactly is it that you do? If somebody has an interest in starting a company, what is it that you do for them?
Well, I do a couple of things. I help them look at an overall big picture. I'm sort of a generalist consultant plus I'm a compliance expert consultant. So I look at the 7 fundamental building blocks, and we already talked about them when we talked about budget: the product, the comp plan, the legal foundation, the software, sales rep team, the marketing, and the administrative. I look at those 7 key areas. We consider all of those crucial elements. We pull together an action plan, and then we start bringing in people that are experts in those fields that can help build the most solid company we can ever build on the universe. So we pull together all of this, and then when we get into the legal foundation, I actually work with the attorneys to help get the documentation in order to set up the compliance department for the company. So that's a very important factor in having a company. You must have a compliance department and operate within the regulatory guidelines that are out there. So this program teaches you all about how to start a program. So what I do is I help people get the program foundation built, and I help them build their compliance department. Those are my specialty areas.
Well, very good. How long have you been doing this, Donna?
Since 1991, I actually left working for a job in 91, and I've had my own business ever since, doing the consultation for the legal compliance, helping people set up network marketing programs, and then I actually offer something for the general public. I actually help teach people which network marketing program would be best for them. Now, this is based on their personality, their lifestyle, the products they use and love every day. I do a little consultation for that and help people figure out which one is best. Because, sometimes the one that the person comes to you with, let's say you're an attorney, and they want you to do, or you're a bookkeeper. If you're a bookkeeper, they want you to do a GEM program. Now, how apt would you be to doing a JUICE program? Not too apt. But if you're a CPA, maybe the prepaid legal shield would be a great program for you. But if I'm trying to sell you a JUICE program, I'm not going to tell you about the legal programs. So what I do is I give people options. I say, let's look at 6 of them. Let's look at 8 of them. Let's figure out what you want to do. We'll research them. We'll look at the comp plan, and then we'll make a logical decision. Just like buying a car, you don't buy the first car you look at. You do your homework and your research. So why join a company just because someone comes and asks you?
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
So those are the 3 things that I do. I help with compliance, I help set up companies, and I help people figure out which company is best for them.
Very good. Do you also have anything like, and you just talked about it a little bit there, but if so far, let's just say somebody would like to just simply get into the business as a distributor. Do you have? And
they don't know which program they'd like to get involved with?
Right.
Okay, that they can give me a call, go to the website, give me a call anytime. I'd be happy to share with them the information about the consultation that I do. I can do it over the phone with people, so wherever they happen to be, we can work with them. But just give me a call directly if they're looking to find a program. There are some great programs out there, and then there are some programs we want to steer clear. We talk about them as dancing in the fire. When they're dancing in the fire, you do not want to jump into them.
Oh, that's true. Okay, is there anything you tell our listeners, and we'll get ready to wrap it up.
Okay.
Is there anything that you could tell our listeners, as far as, hey, I've got this idea, maybe really sure that I should try to go through with it. Something that in a mindset position where they can say, hey, look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take what I've got to the next level.
That's the key to it. The mindset is so important. I get pitched about maybe 5 to 7 programs a week people call me about, and I try to talk them out of it. And I do that on purpose to see their commitment to whatever it is. And if I can talk them out in a 5-minute phone conversation, they're not very committed to doing this. So commitment, passion about what that product can do. passion about the compensation plan is one thing, but you're not going to have passion like you will about a product that helps people, a product that helps people sleep better at night, or it, does whatever. Those product beliefs have to be there more so than the belief in a compensation plan. That compensation plan is nothing without a product. So I would say product is probably the key to the whole thing.
I totally agree with you on that. Of course, I get pitched all the time as well.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I ask about is, what's the product? I think
yeah.
I almost have that shock, like, why would you want to know that?
Yeah.
Well, because in my opinion, if you've got a great product, the money's there.
Right. Right.
That's one thing that I come across with. Donna, again, what's the dates on that upcoming event?
That's in May. It's going to be May 30th and 31st at the East Side Cannery in Las Vegas, Nevada. And if they go to the website, my website, and just give me a call, I can get them a little special pricing. If they'd like to attend, have them call me directly, and I'll get them some special pricing.
Okay, and we'll also have that information right above the video.
Okay, great.
I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, unless there's something else that you'd like to bring up that we didn't cover.
No, I think we've covered quite a bit. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on the call.
You're welcome, and just want to remind listeners, again, that we'll have 2 more shows coming up in a couple of weeks, and we're going to be also talking about some new services that Whale of an Idea will be offering. And Donna, again, I'd like to, Donna Marie, excuse me, I'd like to thank you for being a guest. And listeners, remember, why play with the sharks when you can swim with the whales? See you next time.
Thank you.